We often hear, it's better to give than to receive. But what if the act of giving is actually receiving in disguise? Peer beneath the veil of this time-honored adage to unearth a profound cosmic truth, where every act of generosity is a silent prayer that echoes across the universe, inviting a symphony of abundance into your life. The law of giving is not just a philosophy, it's a sacred dance with the energies of existence, a gentle ebb and flow that harmonizes our innermost desires with the boundless gifts of the cosmos. As we venture through this mystical gateway, let the vibrant tapestry of life unfurl before you, revealing patterns of interconnectedness that intertwine your fate with the destiny of all creation. Here, in the sacred space of giving, we witness miracles donned in the guise of simple acts of kindness. Echoes of gratitude transcend the physical, reverberating through the ethereal realms and returning to us with blessings as countless as the stars. In embracing this art of generosity, we find ourselves cradled in the arms of a universe that knows only abundance. Each gift we offer is a petal released to the wind, a testament to our trust in the natural flow of life as it weaves through and around us, painting our world with strokes of joy and endless grace. Prepare to learn the secret to unlocking a life of boundless prosperity as we master the transformative art of giving, and in that, discover the profound abundance of receiving. At the heart of the law of giving and receiving lies an ancient understanding, a golden thread spun through the very fabric of the cosmos. Life itself is a gift, and the act of giving is as natural as breathing. We exist in an infinite loop of give and take, where every gesture of goodwill we extend is met with the immutable force of the universe responding in kind. To fully grasp this concept, we must first recognize that giving and receiving are not separate phenomena, but rather two sides of the same coin. They are a dynamic duo that perpetuates the flow of energy within the universe. Imagine the ever-moving waves of the ocean. Each wave that rolls onto the shore will inevitably retreat back into the sea. Similarly, when we give, be it time, resources, or love, we set into motion a ripple effect of energy that ultimately finds its way back to us, often in forms we didn't anticipate. This energetic exchange defines our interactions not only with our fellow beings, but with the universe at large. It is a sacred contract we are all born into. When we give selflessly, we surrender to the trustful embrace of the universe, affirming that there is plenty for all. The universe, in its boundless largesse, naturally wants to fill spaces, emotional, spiritual, or physical, with its generous outpouring. It's essential to understand the purity of intent behind the act of giving. When performed with genuine selflessness and joy, without the expectation of a return, we align ourselves with the highest frequency of abundance. It is through this resonance that we find our lives enriched immeasurably. As we pour into the lives of others, we are inviting the very essence of vitality, wealth, and happiness to circulate in our own. It's a universal wisdom that recognizes the giver is also the receiver, and what flows from the heart returns to the heart, magnified and multiplied. By embracing this timeless wisdom of the law of giving and receiving, you become an active participant in the orchestration of your own abundance. It is a universal symphony played in the key of generosity, where every note you sound resonates through the expanse of space and time, returning to you as a harmonious echo of prosperity. This is not just a spiritual or philosophical ideal. It is a way of being that creates the foundation for an abundant life, solidified in both the seen and unseen realms of our existence. The intuitive wisdom of generosity has long found resonance within the human spirit, and now more than ever, it is being illuminated by the glow of modern science. Psychological research has repeatedly shown that acts of giving stimulate regions of the brain associated with pleasure, social connection, and trust. It seems that we are, in some respects, hardwired to derive joy from helping others. The release of endorphins induced by a kind deed is often referred to as the helper's high, a natural reward system that enhances our emotional well-being and cultivates a sense of satisfaction. Moreover, generosity does not just affect our neurological pathways, it impacts our physiological health in profound ways. Studies suggest that those who engage regularly in acts of giving may enjoy lower blood pressure. They experience reduced stress levels and even a longer lifespan. The reasons for this range from the decrease in isolation and the increase in social support networks that often accompany acts of kindness, to the anti-inflammatory effects linked with the positive emotions experienced during giving. Parallel to these scientific discoveries, the spiritual exploration of this virtue reveals a rich tapestry of understanding that transcends time and culture. Take, for example, the concept of karma in Hinduism and Buddhism, which teaches that every action generates a force that returns to us in kind, an echo of the law of giving's principle that what we send out into the world comes back to us. In Christianity, the act of giving is held as a reflection of divine love, encapsulated in the words, "It is more blessed to give than to receive." Similarly, the Islamic practice of zakat, charitable giving, is one of the 5 pillars of Islam, emphasizing sharing one's blessings with those less fortunate as a purifying and growth-promoting act. The Jewish tradition of tzedakah goes beyond the concept of charity. It is not just a benevolent donation, but a mandate to do what is right and just. Tzedakah is viewed as an act that benefits the giver as much as the receiver through the cultivation of a just society and the fostering of personal growth. In indigenous cultures, the principle of giving is often central to theories of existence and spiritual practice, where the exchange of gifts signifies respect and communal bonds. This reciprocity is emphasized as integral, not only to personal honor and societal cohesion, but to maintaining the balance between humankind and nature. These diverse spiritual perspectives share a common thread with science. Generosity is a potent force. Both realms point to the transformative power of selfless giving. Science through empirical evidence of mental and physical health benefits, and spirituality by instilling virtues that lead to personal growth and a more harmonious society. Thus, as we examine the convergence of scientific and spiritual insights into generosity, we find a cross-dimensional consensus. Giving is a catalyst for positive change. It shapes our experiences and our essence, proving itself as a universal bridge between the empirical and the divine. Through the act of giving, we embark on a voyage towards abundance that is both quantifiable and transcendent, grounded in research and elevated by wisdom. Beneath the shadow of philanthropy's vast tree, immense stories of human generosity have ripened into fruits of shared prosperity throughout history. One such tale, steeped in legend and truth, tells of the remarkable steel magnate Andrew Carnegie. Riding the surging tides of the Industrial Revolution, Carnegie amassed a fortune that rivaled even the grandest of empires. Yet it was his vision of a democratized wealth of knowledge that stands as his greatest legacy. Carnegie, armed with the belief that the riches of the mind should eclipse those of the wallet, poured his wealth into erecting libraries across the nation, planting seeds of enlightenment that continue to bear fruit to this day. From the grandeur of the Scottish baronial facades to the hallowed silence within, every dollar dispensed weaved his name into the tapestry of history, a benefactor whose truest return was the elevation of the human spirit. Our journey of giving brings us closer to home with the story of Osceola McCarty, a humble washerwoman whose life was steeped in the sudsy waters of toil and simplicity. Makati's existence was one of frugality and quiet resolve, her fingers wrung dry beneath the Mississippi sun. Yet from the unassuming folds of her apron emerged a testament to the power of giving, a breathtaking $150,000 endowment to the University of Southern Mississippi. Her life savings, meticulously accumulated through ceaseless labor, were now a reservoir for scholarship, a financial wellspring for those parched by circumstance. And as her generosity carved valleys of opportunity through the bedrock of society, Osceola Makati herself stood upon the mountain of her own making, her silhouette adorned by the aureate glow of a lifetime enriched by giving. We must also bring to light the story of Chuck Feeney, a billionaire who covertly funneled his wealth into the hands of gratitude, unbeknownst to the beneficiaries and the world. Through his covert philanthropy, Feeney's fingers sifted through his fortune like grains of sand, allowing it to spill silently into causes that touched lives across the globe, from education to science, from public health to civil rights. He moved like a whisper, guiding his wealth through the currents of society. His actions, a choreography of calculated anonymity, his ledger, a reflection of a heart yearning to share rather than accumulate. Feeney stands out as living proof of the law of giving, for in divesting himself of his material holdings, he has woven his spirit into the cloak of humanity and has watched as the universe returned his generosity in the form of an enriched life narrative, resplendent with meaning and connection. As we gaze upon these portraits of charity, we see not just the images of individuals, but the essence of the law of giving embodied. The emotional resonance and visual majesty of their stories are not just etched in the history books, but are vividly painted across the canvas of human consciousness. They remind us that true wealth cannot be hoarded, but must flow freely, linking hearts and hands in a dance of reciprocity that transcends generations. Through their examples, we are shown that in the act of giving, we are invited to participate in the sacred art of receiving, an eternal exchange that nourishes the soul and elevates our very essence. Embark upon the path of generosity like a gardener tending to an ethereal garden. Each act of giving, a precious seed planted in the fertile soil of the universe, destined to bloom into a spectacle of abundance. Let us tend to our spiritual landscapes with these practical yet sublime methods. Begin each dawn with the silent vow to weave strands of kindness into the tapestry of your day. These need not be grandiose gestures. Let the alchemy of your generosity transform the ordinary into the divine. Offer the warmth of your smile to a stranger, share words that dance with encouragement, or invite a companion to feast at the table of fellowship. As you bestow these humble gifts, feel the golden threads of joy stitch through the chambers of your own heart. Let us then step into the realm of intentional sharing, carving out a sacred reserve from our worldly treasures for the act of giving. Whether it be the currency of time, the gold of your talents, or the silver of your sustenance, commit a portion with solemn purpose. As you pour from this reservoir, imagine it replenished by an unseen aquifer of cosmic plenty, a celestial promise that the wellspring of your heart will never run dry. Adorn your spirit with the luminous cloak of gratitude. In a scroll of thankfulness, pen the blessings that dress your life in riches, including the privilege to serve as a bearer of gifts. With each note of appreciation, feel the tapestry illuminate, each thread glowing brighter, attracting the moths of prosperity to the light of your contented soul. Cultivate an ethic of mindful consumption, each choice an ode to the sacred dance of giving. Let your resources flow towards avenues where the echo of your generosity reverberates through the halls of sustainability, through the corridors where fairness and kindness resonate. In this thoughtful exchange, every coin you cast is an incantation, spiraling outward in ripples of positive change. As you prepare to release your gifts into the world, pause to infuse them with the purity of your intent. Whisper a silent benediction that your offering may touch the tapestry of lives, entwining with the threads of others to weave a pattern of the greatest joy. In this mindful moment, your act of giving is transformed, infused with a power that transcends the material, reaching into realms unseen. Unleash the spirit of generosity to cascade like a waterfall of vitality across your interactions. Share not just in the form of goods, but as a custodian of hope, a distributor of dreams, a benefactor of courage. Each word you speak becomes a pebble dropped into the pond of consciousness. Each ripple a beacon of boundless potential. Open the floodgates of your heart to the waters of benevolent emotion. As you listen with the tenderness of a mother for her child, as you support without the scaffolding of judgment, you affirm that the currency of compassion is the most splendid of all. In the reflective stillness of your inner sanctuary, hold the mirror up to your practices of giving. Contemplate the ripples you have sent forth and witness how the echoes return to you, adorned with the jewels of fulfillment and meaning. Ask yourself if the seeds you plant blossom into a verdure that both the giver and receiver may take shade under, celebrating the cyclical nature of life's greatest gifts. In embracing these celestial habits, each day unfurls like a scroll of mystical incantations, where your deeds of generosity scribe themselves upon the cosmos. With each act of giving, you paint the universe with the hues of your largesse, and in return, you are gifted with a canvas of existence that is richly colored with the deepest shades of joy and the most radiant light of prosperity. As we come to the close of this chapter, we align our hearts with the pulsing truth of the law of giving. The exchange of generosity is more than a transaction. It's the vibrant dance of life, connecting us, enriching us, and revealing the depth of our shared humanity. Embrace this law and allow it to infuse every facet of your life with the kind of abundance that transcends the material. Remember, the simplicity of a giving heart beckons the most profound changes, catalyzing the flow of unseen energies that weave through our lives. Your journey to abundance is etched with every act of kindness and each gesture of goodwill. The path is laid before you, inviting you to step into a world where prosperity is measured not by what we hold, but by what we share. With Sage Snippets, let these moments of learning and insight kindle the wisdom within, guiding you gently towards a fuller, richer tapestry of existence. We invite you to continue this journey with us, to delve deeper into the mysteries that shape our being and our becoming. If this resonates with you, if you find nourishment for your soul within our offerings, then subscribe, join our community of seekers and sages. Together, let's expand the boundaries of wisdom, nurturing each other's spirit with grace and moving forward in a symphony of growth. Until we meet again, may your days be filled with generous acts and your life be an ever-unfolding blossom of abundance. Thank you for being a part of Sage Snippets. Farewell for now, and may your path always lead you to the light of understanding and the warmth of universal love.